What's up, everybody? It's James from the CasualTryHardMTG podcast. Time for another Tuesday Tomfoolery video. Please, somebody come up with a better name than that for me. This deck, I believe, was played at one of the Pro Tours recently. One of the Dream Hacks, maybe. Somewhere overseas, not here in the US. But it looked super cool, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. This is... I think they called it Acererak Combo. I'm going to call it Explorer Aluren. It's kind of a beatdown deck, as you can see by looking at it. You know, Elder Gargaroth, Carnage Tyrant, Titan of Industry, what have you. But it has a combo in it. And that is Acererak the Archlich and Gwenna Eyes of Gaia. So when you can tap Gwenna for 2 mana in any combination of colors. But you can only use it to cast creature spells. And then whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on it and untap it. Acererak happens to be a 5/5 for 3 mana that returns to your hand if you have not completed the Tome of Annihilation. So if you can find some way to either get an additional mana or make Acererak cost less, you can infinitely cast it and go through a different dungeon. Like the Lost Mines of Phandelver, that nets you a treasure token, a card, a scry, and 1 point of life drain, which 20 times will kill your opponent. 20 times through the dungeon. A couple ways where you can make this go infinite. One is with Relic of Legends. With the bounce trigger on the stack, you can use its second ability to tap a legendary creature you control and add a mana of any color. So you can tap the Acererak for a mana before it gets bounced to your hand. The other way is with Nylea Keen-Eyed. Nylea makes creature spells cost 1 less. It also digs for creatures. Goreclaw can also help. It makes creature spells with power 4 or greater cost 4 less to cast. Would make Acererak only cost 1 mana. Then we also have some Fauna Shamans as a way to go and get the pieces we need. And then just some beatdown stuff. Works well with Gwenna and Goreclaw. Helps stabilize the board if you don't get there. And we also have a bunch of ramp. 8 elves for the relics, plus the Gwenna can kind of power this stuff out pretty quick. There was a sideboard with it here. I haven't played any best of 3 with this deck. I've only farted around best of 1 a little bit, so I don't know how great the sideboard plan is. I really haven't even looked at it. There was one card that we are missing in Explorer to make this deck the exact copy of what was played at whatever event I found it at, and that was 1 copy of Urborg. So I'm playing an additional swamp. The mana seems fine. There's, as you can see, everything is basically green, so I think swapping a swamp for basically a swamp is... I don't see a downside there. But yeah, this is Explorer Aluren. So let's get into it, play a couple games, and we'll see how we do. Well, we got some ramp, we got a cost reducer, we got an Acererak. Let's see if we can find a Gwenna here. We'll keep this. We'll start off with, I guess, an Overgrown Tomb and an Elf. We're more or less trying to combo our opponents out, so... And I gotta kill our Elf here. So we will play another one. We can Goreclaw next turn. Ooh, playing against Gobos. I think we're going to Fauna Shaman here. That way next turn we can go get Gwenna. if it lives. We'll discard the Pelukronos. Yeah, no blocks. Alright, let's go get a Gwenna. Get rid of a Goreclaw. And then we'll go ahead and cast that Gwenna. So if the Gwenna lives, next turn we can go off. And it looks like we're going to get to go off. Alright, we'll play a land and a Goreclaw. Make some mana. I wonder what they got in their hand that keeps giving them priority. The Lost Mine of Phandelver here. We're going to scry 1. I don't care what it is, because we're just going to keep going. And that was our win con. Drain 1. Typically, opponents will scoop by now. Maybe in the next time through, they'll scoop it up. Ooh, opponent making me do it the hard way. Alright. Oh, now they're roping me. So the reason I called this deck Explore Aluren is looping Acererak is the current finisher for the Aluren combo decks in Legacy. Basically does the same thing. Aluren lets you cast creatures CMC 3 or less at instant speed for free. Kind of the same idea that we're doing with Gwenna here. This is actually the first time I've had an opponent make me go through it all. Well, maybe this is the only game that I'll get to show you guys, because looks like the opponent's going to make me go through this loop for the entire time. Or maybe I'll just speed this part up if I can figure out how to do that. Well, it looks like we are not gonna get there, so let's looks like we'll just attack. Maybe attack with a 42-42. Maybe my opponent has timed out. Maybe they went to go get a coffee. Well, sorry the opponent made you guys sit through that. We got there, though. Let's try another one. Well, we don't have any ramp, but we have Acererak, Gwenna, and Goreclaw, so I think we're going to keep this. See how much interaction our opponent's playing here. Hopefully they don't disrupt us too much. That's fine. We are not going to be killing your creatures. Wish I had a piece of ramp. But we'll go Gwenna into Goreclaw Acererak. Well, that was awkward because it was our fourth land. And maybe my opponent has no idea what we're doing. And there's another land. We are going to be shields down with the turn for that Gwenna. Hope they don't have like a brutal Cathar or something to come up and snag it. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Looks like we got another one. They can't kill us here. Ooh, I don't think they know what's going to happen. But we do. This is literally all I'm doing, opponent. Now, depending on how long... There we go. There's the scoop. And we are getting ready to record the show in a minute here, so I think I'm going to call this. We'll make it a quick one. Yeah, the deck is pretty sweet. Like I said, lots of ramps, some tutors for the combo pieces, and randomly you get to like hard cast Titans of Industry and Carnage Tyrants and Elder Gargaros off a Goreclaw, and sometimes you win with just a beatdown instead. But the deck is sweet, and I was always kind of a sucker for Aluren and Legacy, so let's play it and explore. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out some of our other content. Brian's got limited videos coming out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Our weekly podcast comes out on Thursdays, and then you got me here for Tomfoolery Tuesdays. Leave a comment down below if you have a better name than Tomfoolery Tuesdays, because that name's awful. And if you come across any other decks that you want to see or specific things you want me to explore on Tuesdays, let me know. Hopefully we'll catch you soon.